You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I leave an impression and
Hey guys, so Kate of the future now. I'm just recording this as I'm editing because I realised I never went back and explained why we were in such a rush on practice day, why I hadn't updated till lunchtime. So what happened was, we were all aiming to arrive at the track on the Thursday night at 6 o'clock when we could get in, ready to set up. When we arrived, so Peter takes most of the setup down in his van, or in his rented van, and then me and Mum and Luke take down like mostly just our stuff. So we arrived at the circuit, we saw the hire van parked at the side of the circuit road and we were like, alright, okay, there's the van. Nobody sat in it though, let's go look in the further down the paddock, see if they've set up and had to move it. And we couldn't find them. I then rung Tracy to ask her where they were, and that's when we found out that Peter had a bit of an episode in the paddock and collapsed. So they were taking him to hospital. So at that point we didn't have the van keys, and obviously Peter and Tracy are off to, I don't know what hospital they went to, but somewhere near Cadwell Park. So we eventually found the van keys. The lady who sponsors our class, Lisa, from Blackbird Corporate, had been given them by somebody who helped move the van. So we sorted that out, and then me and Luke had to set everything up because Steve wasn't arriving till Friday evening. So me and Luke had all 4 awnings to set up, the bikes, all the toolboxes, everything like that between the two of us. And obviously Peter was planning on being on the tarmac and we didn't get on the tarmac, so we had no like boards for the toolboxes to go on or anything on the grass. But yeah, so we were supposed to go and see the suspension man on Friday night. However, obviously Peter had arranged it and he wasn't there, and me and Luke were still setting up. So we ended up doing that in the morning on Friday morning instead, which is what made the morning a bit rushed because we had to be up and dressed and down at the suspension man for like 7:45, whereas normally we'd only be going out at like 9:30. So yeah, I was just a bit flustered from everything that had gone on. Peter got checked out of the hospital. They said everything's alright. It was just a blood pressure incident, and just because of his history with his strokes, they decided they wanted to take him in and just check him over. But yeah, the weekend then, obviously, as you'll see in a minute, got a bit more stressful before it got less stressful. But yeah, that's everything that I missed out, I think. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye guys. Hi guys. So this is getting to be a bit of a comedy sketch now. I've just recorded this twice without the microphone by accident. So I was just updating you on how the morning went, because I haven't started the vlog really yet. So this morning we took the bike to TW Suspension to have a full setup done. So we went at 7:45 with the bike to do that, and then we did our first session of the day, and decided that we would try some steering damper settings for the second session. And then during the second session the bike started playing up a little bit, and we've discovered that the fuel filter was blocked. So we've currently piped it out, but one of our sponsors, High Level, are coming down today with another filter for it, which is obviously really kind of them, and they're getting us back out on the track, because ideally Peter likes to run a fuel filter in his bike, because it's a bit temperamental otherwise. We think all the stuff in the fuel filter had come out of the spare tank, so we run practice day fairings and race day fairings, and the practice day fairings have a different tank as well, and we think it's all come out of the different tank, or like rusty jazz out the bottom. So there's that, and then we're on an early lunch at the moment, just because there's been a couple of ambulances in the air ambulance coming in, so I'm hoping that the rider is okay, but we don't know yet, so we're just waiting for that. But in the third session of the day, I went out and I took about 10 seconds off my lap time from this morning. Obviously I've never ridden a 600 here before, so we're kind of aiming for sort of where the lap record is, and that's kind of what we're aiming for, because we don't know. So I'm still about another maybe 8 seconds off the pace at the moment, but I think we've got the new setup dialed in better, so we should be able to go out after lunch and give it some more. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye. I'd point this out, so our awnings, then the banner and my sign on the right, but high level, their banner says "We keep you riding," and I just thought I'd point out that that's who's coming today with our fuel filter to keep us going for the weekend. So yeah, their slogan is quite literal, and we owe them quite a lot of thanks for coming up today to help us out. So we are currently stripping the carbs down on the bike. We've had the tyres back from the tyre man. The bike is in this state. So we've been having a bit of a fuel issue today, and the fuel filter has started to break down a bit. So all the dirt out the tank had been going round, and some of the silicone out of the fuel filter had gone into the carbs. So yeah, so we've sorted that. We're in the process of sorting that, and we have found some bits in the carbs and some of the jets blocked. So hopefully that's the issue we've been having today sorted for tomorrow, which will be nice. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I join you at the end of test day. I'm just dressed normally now. We have had a bit of an interesting day, to say the least. There'll be a clip somewhere in the vlog of the carbs being cleaned. So we've had the fuel filters been breaking down throughout the afternoon, and it's been obviously clogging the carbs, and the bike's been doing basically whatever it wanted for some laps, and then some laps it'd be fine. So yeah, so I'm glad we've sorted that, well, hopefully sorted that for tomorrow. We found an issue, so hopefully that is the issue. But yeah, I think there is another session for our class, but we're not sure because of the way the red flag worked earlier. But with the way the bike is, we decided that we'd be better stripping it down rather than going out again, just in case. Because obviously me riding around it, and sometimes I was coming out the corners and it wasn't powering on, and it's not safe for everybody else if they're like powering on and getting too close, because they didn't realise that it was going to do that. So yeah, we've done a little bit more with the suspension, so the man from TW did chop down the spacers. It's made it better. It's a lot more stable on the brakes. It's squatting nicer on the acceleration, which is good. So yeah, I think we're all good for tomorrow. We're running on about the same pace as everybody in the class. So I suppose I'll join you if anything else exciting happens, or tomorrow for qualifying. Me and Luke are going to put the wheels back in the bike now they've come back from the tyre man with our new tyres for today. And Steve will be arriving at some point tonight, I don't know when. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye guys. Hey guys, so I missed the vlog clip after qualifying this morning. We qualified second, There was about half a second in it behind me, and a second in it. There was a second in front of me. So we came in, and I was fairly happy, but obviously a bit apprehensive that I had 2 seconds to find. However, we've gone out in the first race, which we've just done. We've just come back in from, and I've gone another 3 seconds faster. I did end up P3 in the end. I was slowly catching P1 on the last few laps of the race, but then I made a couple of mistakes, and I was catching a couple of back markers in some funny positions. So I obviously don't want to barge past them. I don't like being that person that's running at the front and then barging past back markers. So I was being courteous to them, and then coming into Old Herping here, I went to go up the inside of one of the back markers that I'd waited for through Hall Bends, and then Adam, the lad from behind me who was in P3, just went up the inside of both of us. That was second to last lap, and then I tried, there was just nowhere I could make a move stick on the last lap, or nowhere I could get past far enough to make a move. So yeah, so we've come away with third. We've been back to TW suspension. He's had a look at the tyres. He's happy with how the tyres are. He asked me how the bike was feeling, and I said we've just got a couple of issues like turning, so in the slower but fast flipping over corners, we're having a slight issue. That I'm struggling to get it to turn or change directions once I've got a bit faster. So he's put some more preload on the front and the rear, checked it again, and he said that should make a difference. If it doesn't make enough difference, we'll make some more changes for tomorrow, and we'll see. We're going to have a see how it is in the next race. And the other thing we might try in morning warm-up tomorrow is taking we've got like a rubber seat pad on, and I'm struggling changing my body weight, move my body weight as well fast enough, so I'm going to try maybe taking that off in morning warm-up and seeing if it helps me slide. We're going to do it in morning warm-up just in case it's too slidey, and we don't want to ruin the next race if I'm sliding and struggling to keep my bum on the seat. So yeah, we're just doing a quick strip down on Steve's carbs now, because he's had the same fuel filter issue as we've had. It's all broken down inside. It's this new ethanol fuel, isn't it, probably? But it's all broken down inside and it's gone into the carbs, so he's having a running issue. So we're just stripping them down, cleaning them out. Hopefully that'll be all better for the next race for Steve. So yeah, I will see you all in a bit. Bye!
Thank you very much.
So everybody's gathered around for the cutting of the cake for Peter and Tracy's wedding anniversary. We've just been out for the second race, so I'll update you on how that went in a moment once we've just done the cake and everything. So yeah, see you in a minute. So we've just been out for race 2 of Saturday. We finished P3 again. I got off to an alright start, but one of the back markers in the class got off to a very good start, and I kind of got a bit stuck behind him, and every time I overtook him he was kind of coming back at me, and it took me a while to kind of get past him and get gone. Once I got past him I was gone, but I'd wasted a few laps of the race then, and by the end of the race I was catching Adam, who was in second up, and the pit board was going like 6 seconds, 4 seconds, but it got to the point where we had 1 lap to go, and obviously not gonna make up 4 seconds in a lap, so I didn't manage to catch him. I'm hoping tomorrow the race is being slightly longer will play to my advantage, because if I do get stuck off the start then I should have a few more laps to kind of get myself sorted, but I'm also hoping that I don't get stuck off the start. But we'll just have to see, and I don't know where we are. I think on mega laps I'll be P2 again. I think it'll be Adam, me, then Mark, but I'm not sure. There's like 100th of a second in it between the 3 of us on fastest lap, so we'll probably all be on the same row tomorrow. But yeah, so we're just gonna do some. I'm having trouble getting the bike to turn in the corners, or in the fast flick corners. I'm having to stand my weight up to turn it. So we've been back to the suspension man, because I've gone a bit faster still. So we've been back to him. He's suggested a few changes for this evening for us to test in morning warm up. I'm gonna take the seat, like this foam on the seat, like a grippy seat. I'm gonna take that off for morning warm as well and see if that helps, because I don't have to pick my weight up, I can just slide. But I'm testing it in morning warm up just in case it's too slippery. But yeah, that's about it for now. I'll update you guys later on. Yeah, next job's tyre man and gearing, I think. Alright, bye. Hey guys, I'm in a slightly different outfit now. It's the morning. We were going to go out for morning warm up, as I said yesterday, to test out the suspension settings. However, you might be able to see on that awning behind me, it's now absolutely heaving it down. It started off with a bit of a mist, and we were like, oh, it might not be too bad, but it is definitely wet now. So obviously suspension settings go out the window at that point, or dry settings do anyway. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a wet race. I don't think I'm going to bother for warm up because it's in 15 minutes, and we haven't warmed the wets or anything because it's literally just started bucketing it down. So yeah, we'll see you all in a little bit. I'll probably update you before the race, or if the weather changes again, because it might. The weather forecast looks like it might change a bit more, but it also might not. So yeah, so I need to go and see the suspension man now as well and tell him. Well, I don't need to tell him it's raining because he can see, but I need to ask him what we're doing with the suspension because it's raining. So yeah, I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye guys. Hey guys, so I've been out for race 3 of the weekend now. I've got my Dickie suit back on over I've got my leathers on still, but because I'm a bit sweaty and it's gone windy again, I'm cold, so I've just put this on over the top to keep me warm, because I can't get my coat on and off. We finished that race P3. It was, at the start of the race, it was wet on one half of the track and dry on the other half. And then as the race went on, it got to the point where it was dry on nearly both halves. There was just like some wet patches, and I was catching the lad in second place up, and with about 3 laps to go, I was right on his tail, and then caught a back marker in a bit of a funny place, and then on the next lap trying to accelerate a bit too hard between Old Hairpin and start finish straight. I had a bit of a moment that felt like it was nearly a high sign. I haven't watched the GoPro back yet, but it got my bum, it flipped my bum up out of the seat, so I had to let off and then stop it wobbling and catch it straight and then go again. But yes, we've obviously not gone any faster with it being damp. I'm going to put the seat pad back on because that was an issue. I was just sliding all about. So like when I was accelerating, I couldn't stop myself sliding too far back. And I was just having to use my arms to pull myself back forward again. But yeah, we've got another half an hour maybe till the next race. It looks like it's gonna stay dry at the minute, but we're just waiting and seeing basically. So yeah, I'll update you guys all a little bit later on. Bye. Oh no! I didn't click record. I didn't click record.
Oh no!
Hi guys, so we are finished up here at Cadwell. We went out in the last race and I managed to come second. About mid-race I overtook Adam and then I think I was catching Mike, who was in first, but I just again didn't have enough laps. I think I need to work on getting away at the start of the race a bit better. But yeah, so we've packed up now. We're sat here. Mum's making tea. We're having spaghetti bolognese. Mum's making tea before we leave the circuit, like we normally do, just because it means we don't have to stop on the way home, and obviously it's cheaper. But yeah, so we're having spaghetti bolognese for tea. We've got another 4 podiums, so we're 12 podiums for 12 races now, which is mad, isn't it, really? But yeah, I suppose I'll update you all for next round. Next round's Mallory Park. So again, we'll be testing Friday, racing Saturday, Sunday. We're back to a garage at Mallory. Obviously there's no garages here at Cadwell at all, so we had to bring all the awnings and everything. But at Mallory we're back to a garage, and no generator noise, because that's the other thing that's been limiting where I've been filming this weekend, because Peter's generator is quite noisy. So we've just had to I had to keep in like the camper van or wherever just to keep away from the generator noise. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and the little bell button next to the subscribe, that will send you notifications of when I post my next video. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.